Alright, so I think I've got this working for the most part. Why don't I... If any of you were watching this already, just give me 1 sec while I set everything up. Okay, so let's see. And then let me pull this up on my phone so I can respond to you guys while I'm fighting, or at least see your messages, and then I can respond. Hey guys. Hey Sir Monks, Veronica, Goosefeeder, and Lizard Bread. I appreciate that. Alright. Now my live chat is on, and I'm all set. So today, I'm just going to be testing some mods. That's basically it. And yes, I forgot to recalibrate my height when I was sitting down, so that kind of stinks, but it is what it is. And let's see what we got. I'm just going to go through all of these trials and shinobi weapons first. Dang. These guys are stronger than I thought. It's been a while since I actually played this. Let's see.
Okay, maybe a little bit higher than I anticipated. Let's see if I can get the sword at least.
Awesome. I gotta say, not a bad catch. Let's see what else we got. So I have been upgrading everything quite a bit. Something nice and simple. Why don't we just use the Rasengan? Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm playing this right now with my better performance mod. So all the particles and everything has been decreased tremendously for everything. So for example, the Rasengan particles were cut in half. It helps reduce lag and a bunch of other stuff. Although it may be lagging very slightly in the actual video. But that's just because I'm live right now. I'm not entirely sure why it does that, but it is what it is. I'm going to be posting modding tutorials again as soon as U12 comes out. That's one that I've been waiting for. And along with that, oh yeah. Then I'm going to be showing you all how to make awesome mods like these. Yeah, it says she's pretty dead. One of my favorite parts about the new Chidori is that you can actually stick your hand directly into enemies. And then you can also summon Kirin. And... yeah, summoning a giant lightning dragon, that's not overpowered at all. It's definitely not one of my mods, right? Absolutely insane. And yeah, I do plan on changing the particles at some point, but for a good base, I thought these were pretty decent. Let's see. Now, one that I've been really enjoying lately, is since I upgraded it, is the Atomic Dismantling Jutsu. So basically, oh no, is he gonna do vaporize me? Ha, psych. See if we can actually imbue this. Oh, and I accidentally used one of the abilities on it, which if we pull the trigger on items now, they lose all their weight. So, it's anti-gravity mode. And of course, since this is imbued and we hit him, watch what happens. Boop. And he's gone. And of course, if we press the spell button, our weapon weighs a ton now. I think it's, what, 50 times the original weight? Something like that. It's only a little overpowered. And of course, we can't forget my new favorite. We merge these two together, we get the atomic dismantling beam, which literally vaporizes everything. So as long as it hits items, you can get rid of the items, so we're getting rid of those blocks. You can get rid of all these right here. I do plan on adding some particle effects to it, so it's a little bit less bland. But for now, I think it's a pretty good test run. It's always so much fun to use my own mods, let me tell you. So, since I do have better performance on, we can even use Genesis Explosion spell with no lag. Like, the fact that I'm able to do that while streaming, it's got to show you guys that something's going right here. I still gotta say, one of my favorites is probably the Renegon. I do plan on upgrading a little bit though, and fixing some of the bugs with it. One thing that I really want to do is every time you shoot out a chakra rod and you grab them, they end up disappearing after 10 seconds. Well, I want to turn off them disappearing after 10 seconds if you're still holding them. Now that's just a really easy fix. But then again, you know, I gotta actually do it. Oh, come on. There you go. One that I haven't used in a while is Enma, so let's do that. Oh, please. You guys know with Enma, I make sure that the handle actually looks good when you're grabbing around the weapon, because that was pretty important to me. And let me just check the comments real quick. So everything will be on Nexus. I'm not sure when. I don't have a heck of a time ton of time as of late. I did want to play this with you guys just to show you a bit. Oh no. Hold on. Accidentally used the atomic dismantling jutsu's abilities on it, so why don't we turn this off? There we go. But Trials of the Shinobi, all of the mods will be on Nexus as soon as I possibly can. I don't know when that'll be, probably sometime in the next couple of weeks, but just be prepared. It's a lot of fun. And of course, with the new additions to Enma, we pull the trigger. This guy grows. Press the spell button. He shrinks into a little can of, well, I guess you could say tuna. Look at this. Oh, I guess my scale is negative now. Look at this. So you can literally fit it in your pocket if you really wanted to. And better yet, if she keeps giving you trouble, you can always make it a little bit longer so you have a nice reach. And yes, this does increase the scale on both sides. So if I really wanted to grab it down here and just go at enemies, we can. And of course it has all the extra knockback too. On guard. Ah. Now, can you guys let me know in the comments if you are seeing all this lag that I am right now, because this is kind of atrocious. As much as I love streaming, for some reason I can never get it right. And I'm not sure if it's my settings or if it's just the Wi-Fi that I'm using, but it's just really bad all the time. Now, when I'm on the computer itself making tutorials live, that's fine. There's no issues with that. But it's only when I use this, when I'm streaming in VR, that seems to have an issue. Come on, friend, help me out just a little bit. Or you can just stand there, I guess. Okay. Now my frames per second is literally 17, so that's not good at all. So there's some issue with the stream. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I'm gonna have to work on that. But until then, let's go into Ways of the Shinigami. And why don't we try out the Zangetsu Sheath? It's always been one of my favorites. So you just grab this bad boy right here. Yes, of course you can imbue it and all that fun stuff, but one of my favorite parts about it is if you hold the spell button while hitting an enemy, you get to do the ultimate knockback attack. Which literally just knocks him back and explodes him like that. It's fantastic. Sorry, my friend. And he's gone. And if any of you have streamed in VR before and you can do it pretty smooth, please let me know in the comments below or reach out to me on Discord, because I'd love to be able to do it better. And I'd love to be able to stream more. The only downside is right now, I can't really do much if it's like this. Normally in game, I can play 60 frames per second, no issue. But right now, only because I'm streaming, there's just a ton of lag. Thank you, Goder. I am really proud of myself. I have spent a while working on all of these mods. I'd like to say that, that maybe I do have my graphics turned up too high, but I'm able to play normally, 60 frames per second with what it was before, the texture quality all the way up. Shadows I don't think is playing too much of an issue. Let's see if I can decrease all of this. And I mean, this is kind of all I got. There's not too many settings to change. But if we take a look at it and I screenshot it real quick. So the GPU time last frame. There's all these dropped frame counts. I'd love to know why. And that just happens all the time when streaming. Let's see. There's just so many different abilities. I don't know what to choose. Oh yeah, he's way gone. That was easy. I love when they stab themselves when they're flying away too. That's great. Nice and easy. Alright, why don't we get some of the harder ones? Let's see. What else have I coded recently? I mean, my better performance mod for sure. I always loved Kiba's Lightning Blade. Let's go with this. I love all these models. Modelers did a fantastic work, so credit to all of them for that. Why don't we do Yamamoto's Bankai? Now, this is currently on my Patreon. I will be making this on Nexus, just like all of the other ones, pretty soon. Not entirely sure when yet, though. There we go. Oh yeah, just look at this guy. Look at how beautiful this is. Spell button. I feel a little vibration in the hand, and then boom. Oh yeah, that's sick. Come on, pal. What you trying to do? And I love this fire explosion too. I think he did a pretty great job on this. Now I still have not incorporated Bankai North into it yet, but don't worry, that's coming up soon. And come on. Boop. And if we do this, we now have Bankai. Oh yeah. Bankai West, I believe. Which, if we hit an enemy, can light them on fire. And of course, if we hit the environment too, look at this. We can light it on fire as well. It's probably one of my favorite parts. And of course, as long as we're stabbing our weapon into the ground every second, in Bankai South, we spawn in an ally. So if we pull it out real quick, 1 second, notice we spawned a guy. Yeah, there's only one. Oh, I guess maybe this one is an enemy. Well, looks like we don't have time for enemies anyway.
Oh,
Yeah. Insanely overpowered. Probably one of my new favorite weapons. Okay, let's see. So yeah, that's it. Now, I do have Ichigo's, but I'm not going to show it to you guys this second, because it's not done yet. It's getting pretty close, but... And then if we get... Why don't we use Kenpachi's? I will let you guys know that Darrow's working on a model so that I can incorporate all of Byakuya's Bankai and Shikai abilities. I did pay somebody to help me work on all the particles and everything, just the textures. So it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Just you guys wait. Look at that, nice and easy, just to slash across the throat. Yep, this is current. All of these are currently Patreon mods. So if you want them, you can always get them. Oh yeah, I forgot I did that. So the knockback ability with Kenpachi Shikai is a bit different than the others. Maybe I shouldn't have done that right over there. That's fine. When you're holding the spell button and you hit enemies, they not only get knocked back, but due to Kenpachi's insane shredding abilities and his overpowered nature, I figured it would only be right to make them get dismembered on collision too. Yeah. Insanely overpowered, I know, but definitely a ton of fun. And using the violence audio, I forget what it's called. Whenever you use it, a lot of enemies seem to... There's that weird, annoying, looping audio when you're piercing an enemy. If that ever gets on your nerves, my favorite thing to do is get Atomic Dismantling Jutsu. Just hit an enemy, and they're gone. No more lag, no more issues, no more looping audio. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'd highly recommend you guys get it. Kind of curious, what other fun stuff do we have here? Aside from, all of them. I do love Omoe's. It's probably one of my favorites. I don't know if I've ever actually shown you guys in a stream or in a video. Well, in a video, yeah, but never in a stream. We have the Paralysis kunai. So if we have an enemy I guess enemies are no longer spawning. So let's get this. That's fine. It just must be a bug or something. Paralysis kunai. We have an enemy coming at us. Well, whenever they decide to actually try and fight us. What the heck? Okay, I thought I turned spell enemies off, but here. All you need to do is touch them with the paralysis kunai. You don't even need to pierce them. Literally just touch. And they get paralyzed. And after a certain amount of time, they get back up. Just like this guy. Look at that. It's definitely one of my favorite abilities.
On guard.
Oh, please. Just stay down for a sec, will you? Oh man, how much health does he have? Alright, well, let's see what we got. What can we use to destroy him? Or we can just play around with him a bit. Let's get Kamui. Or better yet, let's see if he walks right onto the kunai. I really hope he does, then I'll just fall on his face. Nope, let's back up just a bit. Come on. Come on, pal. Okay, maybe not. It is what it is, though. Now, if we use Kamui, all of his attacks will phase right through us. Oh. Except Kamui, or except lightning, it seems. That's interesting. Well, in any event, you see we have this pillar right here. If we touch it, of course, nothing happens. But if we hold the trigger, we can now actually phase through the wall. Look at this, and he tries to hit us. But he can't because the wall is in the way. Oh, try that. Oh, he's going to try gravity? That's not fair. He can affect me through the walls, too. Oh, that's cheating. Come on, try to hit me with your weapon. You cheater. Let's see if holding this. Ah, seems like gravity doesn't affect me anymore. But then again, I can always literally just phase through him and everything else. So that's interesting. That's definitely something that I'm going to need to change. I didn't realize that they could use spells and have it attack me. Oh, yeah. He's pretty dead. And of course, the Rasen Shuriken looks absolutely fantastic with these giant hands. I also do plan on elongating the arms a bit with this too, and making them a bit bigger, so stay tuned for when I actually end up updating that. That'll happen sometime. I'm not exactly sure when, but just be prepared. I don't know, he got me pretty good on that one. Don't worry. I got him right back. Awesome. Okay, let's see if there's any more comments. So it seems like you guys can see all the lag in the stream. That's good to know. Well, then it is like I'm using slow-mo, which kind of sucks. So I'm definitely going to have to work on that, but I'm going to say that's it for this video. After this guy's last one, I'm going to work on making the performance a bit better so there's a lot less lag for all of you. But until then, all my mods and stuff are, linked below and all that jazz. Check out my last video if you want to get VR accessories discount. You can use my Kiwi code PiePop101, get a discount on all the merchandise there. They have a lot of great stuff for the VR headsets. So I'd highly recommend that. But with that, thank you all for watching.